皆さん、こんにちは、こんばんは、Vince です。Hello everyone, good afternoon or good evening for some. This is Vince. 本日ですね、今回ご紹介するのは、また中級レベル的な文法話題についてお話ししていきたいと思います。What I would like to discuss for today, I would like to introduce to you another intermediate level of grammar. 皆さん、お願いがある皆さん、もしよろしければ、チャンネル登録、ぜひお願いします。それから、皆さん、そして、最後まで見てもらえたら、この動画を最後まで見てもらえたら嬉しいです。And I'll be very happy if you could watch until the end. それでは皆さん、早速始めていきましょう。Well then, let's begin. So, we have discussed for our grammar topics. Last time we have discussed the potential form part 1. Part 1. Potential form of a verb part 1. And if you could remember, that is lesson 88. That's lesson 88 and we are now on lesson 90. So part 1 mainly discuss about potential form of a verb in its basic sense, meaning a verb in its can-do form, or verb giving a nuance of be able to do, or in a negative nuisance, verb in its nuisance of cannot do, or verb not able to do. For today, we are on part 2, and by the way, minsan, this is 3 parts. We are part 2 of 3 parts. So we are on part 2. For today, potential form of a verb, part 2. Okay, verbs conjugated to potential form creates a state of capability or a state of incapability for the negative form. And in a nutshell, for our do not or must not, in a nutshell, verbs conjugated to potential form must not use the direct object particle or object particle wo. Hence my presentation on part 2's primer. Well, for the primer, minasan, may I just present you this. So first, we are now on the part 2 of our potential form of a verb. Now, if you could remember, for those who have studied English, let's now relate the potential form of a verb to a very familiar sentence pattern we've learned in English. This is STVIODO, subject, transitive verb, indirect object, direct object. For example, he gave his teacher an apple. Subject, he. Gave is the transitive verb. His teacher is the direct object or receiver or purpose of the action. Direct object is the object to which the transitive verb is being done. Okay, so we will relate that. And so far, what we have known about potential form of a verb, this is at the end of part 1, we have known that the potential form of a verb has the nuance be able to do or can do, or in a negative sense, not able to do, can't do. And by the way, minasan, otoseru, otosemasu, otosenai, otosemasen, the dictionary form of the verb is otos. Otos is transitive verb, meaning to drop something intentionally. So let me just show you another primer. Oh, sumimasen. Sumimasen. Okay. Sumimasen. Sorry about that. Now, we are on lesson 90, minasan. So, do you remember the English grammar pattern, STVIODO, which stands for, which I have discussed a while ago. Example, my mother bought me a pen. And you can see, subject is mother, transitive verb, bought, IO, or indirect object is the receiver or purpose of the action. Direct object is the object to which transitive verb is being done. In Japanese or nihongo, the focus is rather placed on direct object and is usually called just object in most of nihongo textbooks. Okay, so most of the references, we just call it object. But in English, we have distinction: direct object, indirect object, direct object, indirect object. Okay. Furthermore, in nihongo, particle wo, or pronounced as o, particle wo is used along with a verb, and that verb can either be transitive verb or intransitive verb. Okay, sample transitive verb. Otos. Otos is intentionally dropping something. For example, the ga here, the particle ga here, indicates the doer of the action. Whoever is the left side of the ga is the doer of the action. Okay. Imoto nga, ringo wo otos. Imoto nga, ringo wo otos. Imoto is younger sister. Younger sister drop the apple. Okay, sample intransitive verb. Ochiru. So, you see, minasan, I'm using the same kanji. I'm using the same verb, otos. Two different verbs, but with the same kanji. Otos, ochiru. So, ochiru is intransitive. Otos is transitive. So, sample intransitive verb, ochiru. Ochiru, meaning to be dropped. To be dropped in itself or in himself, in herself. Tsuini, ringo nga ochita. Tsuini, ringo nga ochita. Okay. Finally, the apple had dropped. Finally, the apple had dropped in itself. Either it's overripe or being blown by a very strong wind. Meaning there's no doer of the action or any external aid that will do the dropping. The apple just dropped by itself. Ringo is the apple. Okay. Intransitive verbs in Japanese are either paired with wo or ga, depending on the context and thought of the sentence or clause. Just like in sentence 2. Minasan. And transitive verbs in nihongo are almost always paired with the particle wo or o, just like in sentence 1. Imoto nga, ringo wo otos. Okay. In Japanese language or nihongo, whenever the particle wo is paired with a verb, either transitive or intransitive, it is always comprehended in this way. Okay, object or system, then wo, followed by the verb. Remember this pattern, minsan. Object or system, then wo plus verb. It is being comprehended in this way. The verb is being done on the object, or the verb is being done on the system, or the verb is being done on the place. Okay. But in the case of verbs conjugated to potential form, the language learner must not use the particle wo or direct object particle wo in its conventional way, as you have seen in sentence 1 and sentence 2. Okay. So you must not use the particle wo in this sense when you're dealing with verbs already transformed in its potential form. Okay, so let's go back to our main reference, minasan. Okay, so we have vocabularies here, minasan, and I just leave you with the task of screenshots, minasan. Okay. Just like here, nemotsu, baggage, motsu, to hold, noburu, that's an intransitive verb, noburu, meaning to climb. Well, as I have said, minasan, the potential form or a verb conjugated to its potential form, the potential form indicates that something is possible or something can be done, but no actual action, just like what I have explained, but no actual actuation of the action is actually taken, while the potential form remains a verb, since it is just describing the state of something. When you have conjugated a verb, whether transitive or intransitive verb, the resulting verb is just giving the nuance of describing the state of something, and therefore you must not use the direct object particle wo as what you have done with regular verbs. For example, the following sentences are all incorrect. I have underlined with green line those incorrect sentences. So please, minasan, those sentences with green line, I have underlined with green line. Don't construct in this way, minasan. This is incorrect. Just like here, Fuji-san. Okay, Fuji-san wo noboreta. Fuji-san wo noboreta. This is incorrect because it uses wo. Omoi ni mutsu wo mottemasu, also incorrect because it uses particle wo. Because the verb conjugated to potential form just describes a state of something or a state of being capable. Here are the corrected versions. Okay. Fuji-san. Fuji-san is Mount Fuji. Fuji-san ga noboreta. Fuji-san ga noboreta. Fuji-san ga noboreta. Okay, the subject, the doer of the hiking in mountain, the doer of the hiking is already hidden by context, as I have explained in previous lessons. Fuji-san ga noboreta was able to climb Fuji-san. Noboreta is a verb, noboru, in potential form and then conjugated to past. Because after you have conjugated to potential form, you can still do another conjugation like past tense. Noboreru is the potential form present tense. Noboreta is the conjugated potential form in its past tense. Omoi ni motsu wo mottemasu. Omoi ni motsu wo mottemasu. The subject is hidden. Omoi ni motsu wo mottemasu. Am able to hold heavy luggage. Am able to hold heavy luggage. Okay, so as you can see, minasan, these are the corrected versions, and neither of these two sentences are using the particle wo. Rather, as you can see in orange colored font, it uses the identifier particle ga and the topic particle wa. Omoi ni motsu wo mottemasu. Literal translation: as for the heavy baggage, can be held or can be carried. Able can be held or can be held. As for the heavy luggage, can be held. Omoi ni motsu wo mottemasu. So minasan, we've just reached the last part of our part 2 of our lessons for potential form of a verb. For our next topic, which is last part of our potential form of a verb, saga, we still have one part 3 for our potential form of a verb, but I will reserve that for lesson number 92. So minasan, this is the next topic, minasan, for lesson 92. So, but for now, we have reached the last part. This is as far as we could go. So dewa minasan, ということで今日はここまでです。もうレッスンがもう終了なんです。Okay, this is the end of our lesson, and I thank you, minasan, for all the supporting me, and I thank you for watching until the end. それでは皆さん、また次の 動画でお会いましょう。I'll see you in the next topic 皆さん。And thank you for watching until the end. 最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。最後まで見てくれて本当にありがとうございました。それでは皆さんありがとう。バイバーイ。